Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to some more Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 as our fascist Greece over here. Now, when I last did a batch of recording for this, I knew I had to do a batch of recordings because I knew it was entering a very, very busy period of time. And somewhere along the way, after doing that batch of recordings and after scheduling everything to release over a large series of days, I'd convinced myself that for some reason we had finished this game, which is why I hadn't gotten back to it for a little over a week now. I was 100% sure, for whatever reason, that it was done. I guess because, you know, some of the wars got wrapped up in my head that was like, no, we were done completely. But obviously we're not, and I apologize for the delay. It just came from pure confusion on my side. So I've loaded this up for a few minutes to try to remind myself what our current situation is. And usually the best way to remind ourselves of those things is you do go down to diplomatic map mode. We can see who we're at war with. We are still at war with North America kind of as a whole here, Canada, United States, and what's left of Mexico. We do have a handful of troops over here. I don't think they're really going to do much. I think I was moving them in case they needed some help, but we don't have enough right now. We do have a large number of troops ready to push down into Panama, which we haven't started the war on, but we're also hoping to grab the American bit of Panama right over here. I don't remember if our state... So we're currently justifying. We are going to be done this in, okay, May the 2nd. Now, are we also justifying against Iran? Or are we ready to go? No, we are justifying. That's going to be June. So the justification over here is going to happen first. Now, I was checking some comments and seeing some things just to make sure to catch up with what might be. There are some people who are concerned over here. I'm not terribly concerned with this coast because I don't think there's that many people. We can probably just raffle stomp into Tehran in seconds and force Iran here to capitulate relatively quickly. Plus, there's a good chance that our Axis allies will just come over here and reinforce things when the war starts. So I'm not too concerned. We might end up moving some troops over there, though. We will see. I do want to have a critical mass over here to just punch through, break this, and then, yeah, you pop Tehran, and then head down here. There's a few victory points along the way. There's a couple of victory points in the west, but I suspect that with Tehran and what's down here, that'll just cause them to capitulate, and that will be the end. We have a cipher against Japan that's ready to go. If we do remind ourselves of the situation over here, we are still at war with Japan. I think we had at some point sort of started to plan a bit of an invasion scheme over here, but we don't really have the naval dominance to do anything like that. So we're going to put a pin in it. We might be able to come back with air dominance later and do paratrooper stuff. That might be a possibility. But right now, we don't have to worry. They might do some naval landings. We do have some garrison troops that are over here. I believe that's these fellas over here. Yeah, scattered all over. If I hit the garrison defense, they need 20 divisions to guard all the naval bases. They have 26, so they'll do that. And, you know, we might lose some naval bases, but it's not going to be trivially easy for them to land somewhere, and then hopefully there can be a little bit of a pushback. We might just have to use the garrison troops to surround wherever that happened, and then just try to hold them until we get some real troops there. So this is going to start first, which is going to be fine. When this wraps up, these guys we might pull in to support our Iranian invasion. I think we can go ahead and unpause now. I think that's going to be okay. I'm going to run on speed 4 for a sec. Let some things trickle in. The fronts over here have stabilized, and that's fine. In fact, I'm kind of... if we filter out miners... As I said, the U.S. is nearly capitulated. Nearly capitulated. If they can snag just, like, 1 or 2 more victory points, or one big one, like if we did push over here, that would probably be enough. If we did take L.A. We do have, like... So this is our Teal group, which does include an armored division. It's not one of ours. It comes from one of our, I guess, Russia, which should still be okay. What is this event that's got the timer on it? Okay, we can hide the propaganda efforts, and we're not interested in any of those. Oh, what do we? Oh, it's probably just the pop-up we're just looking at. All right, that's fine. Aircraft-wise, we've got some over in Georgia ready to support the Iranian invasion. Is that going to have the range? I guess so. Right, I remember now, the air zones are a little bit funky. There are no airports over here. We should be able to do a little bit over there. That should be okay. And then we've got some in Nicaragua to help with our Panamanian assault over here. That should be all right. Ship stuff is happening. We do have some resistance to occupation. How are we doing overall with that? So we got plenty of manpower right now. I mean, we have gone in and embiggen our stuff a lot. We got civilian oversight on right now in most places. You know, we have enough unrest I think I'm gonna go and make local police force the default. Yes, it will hurt the autonomy gain a little bit, which over here we can go and do civilian oversight and civilian oversight, because they have no current unrest, and we can just keep going with the new regime. Keep going with the compliance over here. Oh, maybe the same thing here. Boom. Actually needs more troops, but it'll help grow in a better way. That's going to be fine. We have some unassigned divisions, and say they're probably not ours. Do I want to send them over to this American group? You know what? This American group, do I just want to bring them home and actually just help with the Iranian front? I really want to help with the American push, though. You know what? Join in there. I know that's not much of anything, but it's going to have to be okay. Do you actually have a promotion? Maybe. We actually might do some paratrooper stuff. You know what? Let's give you this promotion. And try to remember that we have a paratrooper expert. Ooh, yes, mechanized and all the way mechanized. Because we might be able to use that for our Japanese in... What is this? Communist threat? Okay, yes. I think those are mostly the Chinese-related events. Government Cipher School is done. These are good little passive things. Do we want more decryption? This is if we use our spies defensively. We actually just might want more passive defense, actually. We've completed subjugating the Bulgarians. Now, yeah, this, I think, gave us an annexation goal on Bulgaria. But we are in a faction right now, so that's not really a thing for us. Greece and Turkey together in the Axis. We're going to take last country standing, even though there's not really a Turkey left. Although, I think this is occupied but not pieced out. I don't know if having a justified war goal on them will help change the cost of some of those things. We will see. Let's keep sending you over to Teal. You can join that party. Hopefully you can cross the Atlantic safely. We don't have any ships over there, but many of our allies will, so that's going to be okay. So we're waiting for May the 2nd or so over here. Got some Canadian troops guarding Panama. Oof, that's going to be a deadly fight. Don't mess with Canuckians. These are mostly imported troops. We actually do have some of our garrison type stuff. Okay, how's our equipment? Just out of curiosity, if I were to select our infantry templates and made them into full proper infantry, we have enough of everything. Let's do that. Oh yeah, you're given a command accidentally with the right click. And our armored divisions, we don't really have a design. Okay, I'm going to rename you. Infantry. This is a 7 deuce infantry. So 7 actual infantry regiments, and then a couple of line artillery thrown in. We've got our template fairly well done. We are going to want to develop our armor template at some point, as well as potentially give it some upgrades. Okay, let's go up to speed 5 as we prep this war over here. Available war goal, yeah, for Bulgaria, but we're not gonna, because we can't. There's Axis, unless we leave the Axis. I suppose they would have been getting a warning, like fabricating a war goal, but we can't actually execute it unless some things change. You're coming over here. Are you actually doing training? You are actually doing training, which I guess is fine, actually. So there's a little bit of skirmishing happening now, but no major pushes. And what we can do after we take this, we can turn around. Yeah, see, it's supply problems again. Nothing's happening because the sides are out of supply and they don't actually want to make a move forward. You can see there's not a lot of strength or org. One of the two over here is reduced on the other side as well. Justification for Panama is done. Bring it down to speed 4. May the 2nd is here. This is Green Group over there. Some upgrades are just done, so actually they're still regaining their strength because they're waiting for the supplies to arrive here. I should have done the switch a little sooner. But we can just wait a few ticks for their strength to come up. I mean, and actually their the XP on these isn't great. But you know what? No, let's... Come on. This should be trivial. So, I mean, ooh, the United States. Well, yeah, but they're... I mean, we're already in a war with them, so it doesn't matter. Clicky, clicky. There'll probably be a few more when I unpause. You should start the battle plan immediately, because you should feel very much like you can do it. There we go. And, oh my god, lag. Let me pause. Oh my god, this is so laggy. Okay. Anyone else? No? We're good? Excellent. Boom, 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 boom. And having control of the Panama Canal should potentially give us a few more options vis-a-vis moving and supplying our troops. Taking a little while. I mean, they were very dug in. They had a lot of defense. Fair enough. We don't have a lot of breakthrough bonus either. But, I mean, they're going to get worn down through just our massive numbers of dudes over here. So, it's hardly going to be a thing. And actually, I'm betting this battle plan can actually reach there now. Because we could only draw it this far because it was a different country. And they weren't, you know, in a merged war. But now we can have the battle plan go all the way to the end. There's actually a counterattack there. See, Canadians, man, don't mess with them. What is this decision? Is propaganda against Panama? No, we don't need that. Thanks, but no thanks. They should start their own attack as soon as this one fails, and this thing's going to have no org, so it's going to go in seconds. So that should be fairly easy. We're getting a little bit of supply problems over here, but as long as we keep pushing, this should go pretty well. Admittedly, there are a lot of people over here. Now, we're going to have control over this area. Hold on. Oh, I actually did want to continue that. My bad. I want to get our passive defense all the way. Oh, yes. There you go. It is controlled by state owner, owner Panama, controller Panama. Wait, what? How come not me? Let's take one of you, move you over here. I mean, that's my color. Maybe it's control over the state more than anything else. That's possible. War prop against the United States. Were we not actually in the war against the United States before? Did we not actually merge into it? There you go. Hellenic states. Occupation breakdown. Oh, yeah. It's for the full state as opposed to the province. That's why I'm a little confused. Keep pushing? What's going on here? How come that... Oh, is it because of the C-zone that it got a little confused about the front? Okay, anyway, I right-clicked it, and now we've got an active war plan as well. That should go fine. The Canadians are having to run away. Yeah, the fact that our troops just sort of stopped there may have been a slight problem. Push, push, push. Okay, let's check the situation over here. Make sure no evidence of landings, which is good. Panama has officially capitulated, which is lovely. We hadn't even gotten to the other side. Oh, did some Germans land here? Are you seriously... Are we not occupying things over there? The liberal nationalist Nicaragua. Damn it. Okay. Get in there. Thank you. They're in the Axis. Must have been something to do with how the claims were, or people coming around from behind and claiming that. It's a little annoying because I was hoping to have control over this area, but fine enough. So we could send some more troops over here. The supply problem isn't so bad right here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the tank division to that. And some of our proper divisions we're going to throw into this as well. There you go. So green over here, or sorry, teal over here now has a decent, we'll have a decent amount of people to maybe do the push into LA. What's left of green here, you're going to come and take the northern flank over here. We don't even need to guard the whole one, but maybe we do just to prevent a little bit of a push. Like, I don't even think there's going to be much pushing here. I think it's mostly going to be from this well-seasoned group in the back. So that's going to be okay. We'll get you in position. I think it was June, so it'll be pretty quick. Whether or not all the green units are there in time... Oh, halt? There you go. Whether all the green units are there in time or not, I don't think we'll stop the push. I'm still very confident that the one push over here is going to be sufficient to get the work done. Autosave, autosave. Oh, there we go. No divisions based in training. And we do have a lot of stuff. If we wanted to train a bunch more of this infantry... Yeah, we actually have enough to do that. We could train another... Oh, that's neat. We could train another full army. Let me pull back a little. We'll do something like this. It'll start deploying some of these things, but it seems like we are okay. That's good to know. As the Paraguay has capitulated. Improved infantry equipment is done over here. We can do the mountain division. We do actually have some mountaineers, but not a tremendous amount. What I wanted to do is take a look at their tech for the tanks. There we go. So we're just waiting for the ahead of time penalty for the modern tanks to go away. That's pretty much the situation. We do have some not really though. That's still developing over there. Navy-wise, if we're gonna do Navy stuff, we probably want to get the light cruiser type thing. How's our... Right, we're doing this. Was there more ship stuff we could do? No, we were done there, so I think it might be okay for us to go ahead and get our cruiser tech maxed out. And then we might build some more naval bases and start to pump out a cruiser-based navy, which is very strong currently in the current meta. Alright, so the green ones are in Murica. We're going to leave them in here because I want the field marshal to still... Oh, no. Sorry, the teal ones that are over here. Yeah, we actually... I guess we are participating in the combat. We're assisting, but they're definitely pushing. When the rest of our teal troops get here... Actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll stop the training. Passive defense. I'm going to max out our passive defense. Unassigned divisions over here. I guess I'll add you to the green invasion here, since you're going to be closer. So welcome to that party. Modify government. Well, there are a few more things left to do. The screen attack and defense is going to be very useful for us. The bombing might as well. We don't have an aircraft designer, though. I think we're hesitating about things. I'll grab the fighter. I'm hoping that carries over to jet fighters. I don't actually know if that's the case. But let's do that. Because we are on like the cusp of starting to develop that. Manpower is still currently okay, which is nice to see. Heals in position. And, oh, these guys are... Well, they're not cut off because they can get supply through Mexico over here. Well, are they actually part of the Axis? No. We're in a war with them, but they're in a different, different faction. I don't know if they can share supply routes. These Americans might actually just be stuck. Attritional containment. Oh, yeah, there we go. We're going to get our final thing. I'm not going to spend any XP because we're going to need it for some division redesign and tank modifications soon enough. You guys punch in there. And do this. Tehran is done being justified. So green's not there yet, but again, I'm not actually super concerned about them pushing in a little bit over here. Our first green troops are still going to take a little while to arrive. I think we can just rip through this. It is mountain fighting, which might slow it down. On the other hand, they might not be that fast walking through this terrain either. And at least we know we have troops heading this direction. I'm going to do this. We'll call in allies. They're going to move some troops over to this front as well. Hopefully not so many that they're confused. Maybe I shouldn't call in allies. I mean, they were going to join a faction and all the war is going to merge regardless. I mean, I think it doesn't matter. It's going to happen. Boom, boom, boom. Last country standing is done. More war support. Woo, so it doesn't do much for us. But then it gets us to molding the New World Order. This does give us the ability to create new factions. Now, it doesn't kick out our... kicks us out of the faction as far as I can tell. We gain national spirit security battalions, gives us resistance to decay speed in our states, and reduce damage to garrisons, which is going to make it a lot easier for us to hold on to things. Okay. A million more pop-ups. Uh-huh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, let me pause. Oh, I'm not paused. There you go. Let's bring the speed down a notch. Red, I told you to go. You are moving forward, which is good. What I'm going to do with you guys, I'm going to shift-click over here to get you to take Tehran as quickly as possible. And with you guys, actually, we're going to make a shift-click run to down here, and we'll probably spread out a little bit, but I want to really encourage a lot of an aggressive push. That's going to be okay. You can see there's some other troops that are moving it over here. Yeah, I'm really not concerned about this border. I mean, they'll push in a little bit, and yeah, I don't think it's going to make a difference. So yeah, this push here is going just fine. Night vision is going to be handy. The 46 one is still a little far away. We don't really need the better armored cars. They're more expensive to build. Although, I think the level 2 wasn't bad, right? Yeah, same material to build. It's the level 3 that adds a lot of cost. So actually getting the next level armored car will help our garrison plans theoretically. Although we're not using them right now, but we might switch over to armored cars. Yes, that's the thing. We're not even using them. So is it really worth the research? Let me grab you guys and send you down here. A bunch of still going to Tehran, which is fine. But the rest can push a little bit more into the center. We're just trying to grab a bunch of these victory points as they go by. Maintenance company upgrade is nice. Let's keep going this way. This is prepping for our tank divisions, which are going to have the maintenance company so that we don't burn through as many tanks. I think we're going to go around this guy. Someone might go through here. For now, it's kind of okay to go around. Isolate. He's going to have some local supply because of the victory point. I think we just got an overrun. Let me actually do this just so that we can properly cut you off. Another little autosave happening. Go, go, go. Push, push, push. Green's still getting there. And see, they've hardly moved. And yeah, the Axis, they've got a bunch of troops just sitting around here. I mean, hopefully it didn't pull any troops randomly out of North America or something crazy like that. I mean, they wouldn't be here yet, but hopefully none of them are doing that. I'm going to have you guys move here because you're not actually needed to take Tehran. And then one of you afterwards is just going to make sure to push that way. But I think this guy's already retreating. Yeah, you're coming in for a little wraparound. What I'm going to do is grab some of you and assist in grabbing this for this victory point. And we'll either have them already surrounded, or when they retreat, like, there'll be an overrun because of the speed. This guy's here's okay, but he's going to have no supply whatsoever soon. And we'll have some divisions go and clean that up. You're pushing that way, which is great. You're pushing over there, which is great. You're spreading out that way, which is fine and dandy. Let me actually get you to do this. Oh, never mind. Someone's already doing that. All right, halt and figure out where you're going to go. Okay, that's fine. Hold Tehran over there. That's good. I'm going to make sure you... Okay, good. There's someone walking through there. I hate it when they just stick around and then some troops just sit passively by without doing anything. You guys, get in there. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there. I'll get you to halt. And start moving down to the south. And you keep moving down just generally in this direction. Oh, you might lose Yaz for a sec, but I don't think so. Actually, one of you move this way, because that'll choke off this guy properly. You don't want to choke someone improperly. That would be bad. We might be able to do a counter push here, but I don't think we need much. Free dockyards are currently available. Well, I think for now, what we'll do is we'll just queue up some more destroyer escort jobs. Because we're going to want lots. And we'll be ready to make the change. There you go. They're going to get squeezed in over there, which is really good. That's the end of our passive defense, which is going to be okay. We might want to consider some tech stealing. Let's have that ready. And at some point, we might stop with the spy tech development. I'm not sure. Peace conference. I wonder who's piecing out. It's not us. Not one of our wars. Although it might be one that we're incidentally in a part of. Iran and Malawi. Wait. Okay. So Malawi's pieced out with the world. And Tanzania. That makes sense. Oh my god. I couldn't... They're all individual treaties. I mean, I think it was the same peace conference. Oh my god! I've never seen so many simultaneous work. And Malawi's just this bit. Like, what were you involved in? Alright. Alright, so this is still pushing in well, which is good. Decolonization of British Empire. Whoa! That is the end of an era. So you're going to take Isfahan. There you go. I kept seeing a T for some reason. Or kept imagining I was seeing a T. I would like some tea right now. You make sure to bop that, because it's going to clean up the borders a lot. You're actually specifically going over there. You're going there, which is going to be fine. Now you can come up the coast. You make sure you're taking Shiraz. And we can actually double up on the push here, which should take another victory point out of that. They can't possibly have much left in the tank. Great Britain wants some of my troops for garrison support? No. I mean, I know I have manpower left over, but it's my manpower. That push is more or less dead. Green has arrived here partially. What I'm going to do is do this, and I'm going to instruct you to just start a push. Wherever you are, just start pushing. We've got allies around who will hopefully go in as well. Actually, I might want to get them to... Well, some are going to walk through there, which is going to be good. So this must be... It's got 5 victory points. The capitals get placed in places where there are more victory points when the original capital gets lost. So you always know. If you keep going for the capitals, you know you're always grabbing some solid victory points along the way. That's really what it comes down to. Oh, we're getting some troops from over here. Well, why don't you join the Heal Party? Which did boop some American troops, I think, over there, which is good. There's some supply problems on this front. It might be better for me to pull out of here and consider something else. Or just sit back here and recharge and then make a push once we've got some supply. I don't know if there's any chance. See, we can only attack from one position over here. Yeah, some of these provinces are actually kind of tricky. You can do multiple directions, but it's mountainous. Best bet might actually be to try to push in through Mexico, especially since they don't share troops, right? They're not sharing the border. Because they're separate wars. That might be better, actually. I mean, I want to capitulate the U.S., and they're very close to capitulating. But if we do something maybe like this, and just try to bisect this, we might be able to do some good stuff. So you guys move over there. And it's still not a very high-quality army, but let's get the plan going anyway. That's going well. And then you're moving in over in a few different places as well. There we go. Perfect. So what I'll do is I'll shift-click with the reds over here to do something like this. So go wherever you were going to go. A lot of people are going to the front or had an existing battle, and then afterwards just try to push in over here. We changed the war plan as well, although I don't think there's going to be much left. I'm actually not even expecting we're going to have to take Sanandaj over here. Something like Karaj Iraq, something like that might be enough. This might fall in a second too. I think we do this and this. Make sure they're going in there. And actually, you guys, yeah, push in here. And then that way. Yeah, see, it's merged, so they're even just a minor of their own thing. That's a big list to try to find. Oh, no, they're down here. All right, so, no, they still have a little bit more left, but yeah, it can't possibly take very long. And here we're going to squeeze that in. That's another victory point there. The Emu Empire declares war on Australia. Oh, no! Wait, where's the Emu Empire? There's Australia. Imperialist civil war in Australia for however much is left of it. Sure. Meanwhile, Japan... So, I mean, we've kicked them out of, like, sort of continental Asia over here. But they are still doing really well for themselves. And to finish them off, we're definitely going to have to do some strong naval shenanigans. Now, this, I'm a little surprised that they haven't GG'd out yet. There we go. It's another victory point to maybe grab over here. Maybe that'll be enough. These borders are a little bit messy at this point. But I guess it's going to have to do. You're going to walk through there, which is good. These guys are all done. Yeah, I'm really surprised. Oh, no, okay. I think we just have to wait for 24 hours. It looks like it's low enough here. There's a tiny grace period when they're within the capitulation time. Ooh, they had a surprising amount of equipment. Alright, so... we don't have enough points to take all states. I do... One of the things with this is I want to secure a personal oil supply. Ah, dang, I can't get all the way there. Because, I mean, we hold the Republic of Turkey right now. That's as cheap as it gets over here. I can take that, I suppose. The other thing I could do is I could puppet them and then give land to them a little bit cheaper. But I really want the resources. Yeah, we could get a good trade rate with them. But I'm going to go for this. I can't grab both. I can just wait a tick. I'm worried we're going to lose too much. I'm going to pass one. We don't get much from passing. Okay, I'm gonna grab this. That way we'll have a bit more of a connection. Can I take the 11? Okay. Another 11? No, that's too much. But that's gonna be alright. Okay, that did go. That's fine. Now we probably just... Yeah, that's still a little pricey. I'll pass. I'll pass again. And now we're just taking things to sort of fill in these blanks. I can't grab that last bit. Okay, and then it went to someone else. But that's okay. We grabbed a substantial amount of this oil, which is going to help us a lot. Actually, take a look at the trade. I don't remember if we were importing oil. No, we were not. We're not importing anything. We should be importing rubber. Holy cow. From the Republic of Malaysia. Yes. Okay, that was a mistake. So that got cleaned up. We got the new Persian Empire over there. That sounds fun. Let's take a look at the faction map mode. So these guys are still independent. I don't know if we have a real need to push in over here right now. Let's take a look at the resource maps. Yeah, Afghanistan, I mean, a little bit of tungsten, nothing in real Pakistan here. I mean, we could get a lot from India. Heck, we get a lot of manpower and stuff there, too. I'm not feeling the need to rush in. What I think we might do is move all of our troops over to North America. What about the Americas in general? No. Okay. So, really North America, and see if we can maybe put in a killing blow. But the problem, see, all these guys are out of supply. That continues to be the problem. It's the same problem we always experience with the AI. They put way too many troops in one area. They don't have enough supply, so they don't end up with any org, so they never push. And you just get this giant stalemate that would be solved if they actually had fewer troops or if they built more infrastructure. But the AI seems to be allergic to doing that. We could also consider just pulling back until we actually develop our tank divisions. And that might be good. Ooh, we can develop some more oil fields. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's definitely do some of that. Repair the Panama Canal. Oh, did they blow up the Panama Canal? We don't actually have full control over it. Of course not, because it's, you know, our allies. But even though I wanted to have control over this area, and I'm kind of a little salty that we don't. We could declare in Belize. I don't know if there's much reason to do that. No, they have no supplies, so probably not a big deal. Yeah, I'm actually kind of tempted to maybe consider just pulling back for now. And we probably need to let a lot of time run. We'll get these infantry in place. They're going to be fine. And then it's going to be about our tank divisions once we get our modern tank tech, which really you want to start in 45 to not be ahead of time. We'll get some cruisers going on. What are we doing construction-wise? Okay, yeah, we are building new dockyards, which is why we were prompted to build new destroyers, and we want to keep doing that. In fact, I will probably queue up more wherever we can, which admittedly maybe ain't that much. We got some room over here. The production rate's a little low, and I actually don't know which one of these places we will end up owning. Presumably a bunch. But I'm a little leery about doing actual development in some of these places. I think some of these we own as opposed to just occupy. We occupy... No, we own down here completely. So actually, this is probably a half-decent place for us to consider. And there's a bunch of oil production over here, right? So let's max out the infrastructure there. We could also consider a full just infrastructure route down to the front. Or at least, you know, some more. Build like a highway of like 5s. Because it'll help us with maybe moving troops depending on how they decide to go in the future. I mean, supplies certainly. There you go. We'll get these to at least 5. We'll max this out to 10, which is going to be fine. And then we will... Well, I guess I'll... Oh yeah, it's full now. We'll see what we can do about having a little bit more naval production. And yeah, I'm going to pull teal back. I'll keep them in the Americas, but we'll just draw like a fallback line like over here. And their sign? Yeah, okay, good. And they'll just hang out here, and that way they won't consume as much supply in the front, which should actually help our allies more than us hanging out over here. And then we can, yeah, just show up with like a hit squad of tanks, just punch. They probably will still have the supply problem, but they can show up with full supply and then just push, push, push before they run out of supply and just hopefully break the spine of either a Mexican Soviet Republic or what's left of the United States or Canada. Actually, capitulation in Canada will shake things up a lot too. How close is Canada? to capitulating. They're very close as well. National South Africa is far from capitulating. Yeah, we are at war with them over here. That actually might be something we could do. Portugal is in no faction. So our front there would be pretty poor unless we do naval invasions. We're not really set up for that. So if it is going to continue here, it is really going to be about building up these things. Wait. Oh, yeah. Ah, yes. Tell you what, I know some of these are attached to armies here. Actually, I'm not even sure how many they are. I'm going to pull all my air wings back home. Yeah, we'll disconnect you from the armies. That's going to be okay. It'll alleviate certain fuel concerns. And we can check your numbers. We can check your training. We can do some air training in this area. We'll see what we can do. All right, folks, thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.